Hi viewers, good evening to my show, Sanat Sir Times, the channel exclusively for students. Today we are going to start up trigonometry basics for 10th standards. Now today I am going to teach you the concepts of trigonometry, which in turn will be useful to solve you the exercise problems. Okay. Now in trigonometry, so straight away I don't want to waste your time, because if I keep on explaining all the items, it will be an extended program or an extended session. So let me focus on whatever the core knowledge which is required to you. Let me focus on that first of all. Naming the sides of the right angle triangle. Like in most of the trigonometrical questions will be based on right angle triangles. So let us assume that ABC is a triangle where B is right angle is at the vertex B. Now this is ABC, a right angle triangle. You know that right angle triangle means 90 degrees, right? Now this is angle theta. To this angle theta, this is side BC. This side BC is opposite. Am I right? So for that sake, I am naming this one as opposite side. Right, children? Now this is the side which is adjacent to theta. So the same name, I am naming it as adjacent side. And remember, this is the longest side. We will call it as hypotenuse. This is called longest side. Longest side, we call it as what? Hypotenuse. So this is the way we are going to name the sides of the triangle. Now, again, this triangle ABC, this is opposite side. I am shortly writing as it as opposite OPP, and this is adjacent. This is hypotenuse. When you have three different values with you can form six ratios. What do you mean by ratio? Numerator by denominator, we call it as ratio. But we have got three values, so we can frame six ratios using those three sides of a right angle triangle. Now let us play a game. Now this is nothing but playing a game. Trigonometry is a game, that's all. Don't treat it as a mathematical concepts. So instead of sitting idle, I want to divide opposite side by hypotenuse. So this hypotenuse is the longest side, already you know. So opposite side to theta, I am dividing it by hypotenuse. So this is nothing but numerator by denominator. We call it as a fraction, or else we can also call it as a ratio. So the name given to this one is sin theta. If anyone asks you what is sin theta, it is the ratio of opposite side to hypotenuse, that's all. Similarly, when you divide adjacent side by hypotenuse, we name it as cos theta. And then when you divide opposite side by adjacent side, we call it as what? Tan theta. So these are the three main characters of the film called as trigonometry. Now let us treat it as a picture. Trigonometry is not a mathematical concept, it is a picture. So these are the first three characters: hero, heroine and a villain, right? When you say it as opposite by hypotenuse as sin theta, adjacent by hypotenuse cos, and opposite by adjacent is tan theta. Now you can also get the reciprocals of these three functions. You know, reciprocal means interchanging numerator and denominator. Now, when the biggest side is divided by the opposite side, we name it as cosecant theta. And when hypotenuse is divided by adjacent, the name of that ratio is secant theta. Similarly, when adjacent side is divided by opposite, we call it as cot theta. So these are the six trigonometrical functions or trigonometrical ratios, which in the picture called as trigonometry, we will treat it as the characters of the film. What is the name of the film? Name of the film is trigonometry, right? So these are the six characters upon which the entire film runs on. Okay. Now, as you are saying that there are 6 characters in the film trigonometry, as such in a film, there will be a relation between definitely the character to character in all the films. Similarly, in trigonometry picture also, there will be a relation between character to character. Coming to the first character is when you look at these two friends, opposite divided by hypotenuse, this is the reverse of that one. So sine theta is reciprocal of cosecant theta. Second one, coming to these two, again these two are reciprocal functions. Cosecant and secant are reciprocal functions. So cos theta, when you look at this one, the reverse of this one, the reciprocal of this one is secant. So I can write it as secant theta. And similarly, third one, tan theta is a reciprocal of cot. And when I write it as trigonometrical relation, and there is one relation called as sin theta when divided by cos theta, we call it as tan theta. Okay, and the last one, cos theta when divided by sin theta, we call it as cot theta. So these are the relation between the 6 characterizations of the picture trigonometry. So I am not treating it as maths, I am treating it as a picture. So let's see the exercise part, 10th class standard trigonometrical exercise 11.1. Now this is question number 1. Let me read the question. In right angle triangle ABC, AB is equal to 8 centimeters, BC 15, CA 17 centimeters. Right? So it is given right angle triangle. So I am drawing a right angle triangle without the names of the vertices. But when you look at these sides, 8, 15 and 17, so bigger side is 17, which is CA, so which is CA, so AC is the bigger side, it is 17. I am not doing any rocket science, straight away, whatever has been given, you can ask me, sir, why you are writing 17 here? It's because we know that this is a bigger side, it is a right angle, opposite to that one will be the bigger side, 17 centimeters, so this posted at its original place. Now, AB is given, now this should be definitely B, anyway AC have been booked out, so it should be B. So AB is 8 centimeters and BC is equal to 15. So this is, once you post all the values into the triangle drawn by you, let me calculate these values, very simple to calculate. This is angle A. Now first of all he is asking you to find what is sine A. Now you know the definition of sine. Sine means opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Okay. So here opposite side is, this is the angle A. Opposite to A is BC. Hypotenuse is the bigger side which is AC. So BC is given as 15 and hypotenuse AC is 17. Now cos A, cos means adjacent side by hypotenuse. Now you could ask me, sir, what is adjacent side? Adjacent side to the angle A. Now the side which is adjacent to angle A is AB divided by hypotenuse is AC. So AB is 8 centimeters divided by AC is 70. So this is cos A. And coming to tan A, which is the third one, tan means, you know, opposite side divided by adjacent. Now opposite to what? Opposite to the angle given. So opposite to A is BC, adjacent is AB, this is AB. So BC is 15 divided by AB is 8. That's very simple to finish it. Right, second question. Now in this one he has given you the sides of right angle triangle PQR. PQ is given as 7 centimeters. So given PQ as 7 centimeters and PR is equal to 25 centimeters. Angle Q is given as 90. Now this is what taken from the question given to you. Now I am drawing PQR is a triangle. 90 degrees is at Q, so this is 90 degrees, so definitely the other side should be PR. And in that triangle, I am posting the lengths of the sides. 7 centimeters is PQ, and PR is equal to 25 centimeters. I am not writing centimeters because I don't want to create or invite troubles by writing letters alongside the numerals, right? Now this is what given to you. Now what is asking you? Is asking you to find tan P minus tan R. Tan P minus tan R. So we know according to Pythagoras rule, the sum of the squares of the two sides is equal to what? Square of the hypotenuse. This is what we know. So applying this one, I would like to calculate the value of QR. Now here it is PQ, which is 7 square plus RQ. You don't know what is RQ. RQ you don't know. Let it be as it is. PR is 25 and it has a square. Let it be square. From this one, I am continuing to this part. So RQ square is equal to 25 square minus 7 square. Now the 7 square going to other side, transpose 625 minus 49. This gives you 576. Remember, 576 is a perfect square, which is perfect square of 24. So this is 24 square, right? So RQ square is equal to 24 square means RQ will be equal to 24. Means you are in a position to finish up the triangle sides. So RQ, now you know it is 24. Once all the three sides are known to you, you are the boss of yourself, right? What is asking you? He is asking you tan P minus tan R. So tan P is equal to, let me calculate what is tan P. You know what is tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent. But remember, opposite to whom? Opposite to the angle whatever is there. Now this is P. Opposite to that one is RQ. Very good. Adjacent side. Now adjacent to P is PQ. So this will be 24 by 7. So tan P is 24 by 7. You also need the value of tan R. Tan R again at opposite side by adjacent. But what is opposite side? Opposite side to whom? Opposite side to the angle R. Opposite to angle R is 7, which is PQ by adjacent. Now adjacent to R, who is adjacent to R? This is adjacent to R, RQ. RQ. So this will be 7 by 24. So you want tan P minus tan R. So both tan P and tan R are known to you. Therefore, tan P minus tan R is equal to 24 by 7 minus 7 by 24. You simplify this one, that will be your final answer. Now, question number 4. Third one, you solve on yourself. If you are unable to get the answer, please don't hesitate to send a comment. If at all you have got any doubt on any question on trigonometry, you can send the question so that I will do the video on the solutions. Again, I will repost it to my channel. Thank you. So given cos A is equal to 12 by 13, right? Now this is angle A. Cos means you know that adjacent side by hypotenuse. You are taking A as this one. Adjacent to this one is 12 and hypotenuse is 13. You know this is hypotenuse. Let us name this one as triangle ABC. Okay. Now once these two sides are known, again using Pythagoras rule, the squares, sum of the squares of two smaller sides, that is AB square plus BC square, the sum of the squares of two smaller sides is equal to square of the third side or the bigger side. That is called Pythagoras rule. Now AB is 12 square plus BC you don't know, BC square is equal to AC square 13 square. 12 square is 144 plus BC square is equal to 169. Now 144 throwing to other side becomes 25. 25 is nothing but 5 square. So when squares are there, therefore you can write it as BC is equal to 5. So this is nothing but 5. So all the three sides are known to you. It's not a big deal to find out the values of sin A and tan A. Come on children. Now what is sin A? Sin A means opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite to what? Opposite to angle A. Who is opposite to angle A? 5. Hypotenuse bigger side 13. That's all. Nothing rocket science. Tan A. What is tan A? Opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite to whom? Opposite to angle A. Who is opposite to angle A? 5. Adjacent to A. Who is adjacent to A? 12. There ends the matter. That's all. Question number 7. Now whatever I am leaving the questions, whatever the questions I am leaving, what you do is, you take it as your homework problems, please solve them. If you don't get, I am here, don't hesitate, again I am informing you. I am here to solve whatever the problem based on trigonometry. You can send it to me in comment section and you can get the reply. Given cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. What is cot theta? Cot theta is adjacent side by opposite. So this is my triangle, this is theta, theta angle is theta. Adjacent side is this one and this is 7 and the opposite side is 8. Again using Pythagoras theorem, using Pythagoras rule. Now what is that? Let us name the triangle as ABC. Using Pythagoras rule, these are the two smaller sides. The sum of the squares of two smaller sides is equal to square of the largest third side called as hypotenuse square. Right? Don't hide the definition. Concept is important. Definitions are outdated. Definitions are not that much important. AB square is 7 square, BC square is 8 square, and AC square you don't know. So 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, that will be equal to AC square. So the total is 113 is equal to AC square. And don't get panic that 113 is not a perfect square. Let it be, no problem. Whatever the value you have to accept it, that is mathematics. So AC will be under root of 113. So once this is known to you, root of 113, you can get the values of sin theta and cos theta. So now sin theta is nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse. Now opposite side is 8 divided by hypotenuse is root 113. This is sin theta. Now you also need cos theta, because the question involves sin, cos, sin and cos. So once if you get the values of sin and cos, that will be useful for both 1 and 2 problems. So cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. So adjacent side is 7 divided by hypotenuse is 130. So once the raw material is with you, you can invite question number 1. Let me do it. 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Remember, you are all in 10th class, and when I was in my 10th class, I was able to answer a question called as a plus b into a minus b. a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So this is the same form. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Again, denominator is also same, a square minus b square. 1 minus sin square theta by 1 minus cos square theta. 1 minus sin theta value is known to you, 8 by root 113, and to that you have got a square divided by 1 minus cos square theta. Cos theta is 7 by root 113, to that you have to square. So you simplify this value and get me the result. Okay. So the last question of exercise 11.1, dear children. The question is, in a right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B. He himself given right angle at B. So for that sake, right angle at B, I am posting the vertex B at right angle. Now what is given to you? Given, he has given you that tan A is equal to root 3. What is tan A? Tan A is opposite side divided by adjacent. Now root 3 I can write as root 3 by 1. So for your sake, tan A is root 3 by 1. So this is root 3 and adjacent side is 1. Again the same story using Pythagoras rule. You could have imagined what is the importance of Pythagoras theorem, which was learnt in your geometrical part, but will be mostly applied for the complete part of the trigonometry. Make sure this should be clear to you, the Pythagoras rule. What is that? Again, Pythagoras rule means sum of the squares of the smaller sides, sum of the squares of smaller sides is equal to square of the larger side. AB, what is AB? AB is 1 square, this is root 3 whole square is equal to AC square. Now 1 square is 1, root 3 square, you know this is 3 is equal to AC square. 1 plus 3 is 4 is AC square. But what is 4? You can write 4 as 2 square. So it means that when you eliminate squares on both sides, you get AC is equal to 2. Once AC is known to you, you can post it there. Now look at the requirements. What are the requirements in question number 1? In fact, there are 2 questions in 8th one. I am solving the first question. Second one, you take it as homework. But please do solve the homework problems at home. Now, what is given to you? Therefore, sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. Let me move a bit ahead. Sin A, what is sin A? Opposite side, root 3, hypotenuse is 2. Cos C, here it is C, remember this is C. Cos means adjacent by hypotenuse, this is adjacent, hypotenuse is 2, plus cos A, here it is A, remember you have to target the angle given, cos A, this is angle A, adjacent by hypotenuse is 2 into sin C. Now this is the angle C, sin means opposite side 1 by hypotenuse is 2. So root 3 into root 3 is 3 divided by 2 into 2 is 4 plus 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 4. So 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, LCM is 4, this is 3 plus 1, 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So what is your answer? Your answer is 1. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Please be in touch with me.